Hey everybody, welcome back to the Spin Rack. I'm here with the boys, Petey and Kyle. Say what's up, gents.
What
up?
Hey, DC has proven without a shadow of a doubt that Zack Snyder's movies were profitable. Hey, as we see right here, a unbiased source comes out and tells us, debunking, according to the direct, DC exec debunks claims about Zack Snyder movies profitability. Not only did Man of Steel with Henry Cavill make money, it was a $277 million improvement, you know, with the highly anticipated crossover of Batman v Superman was one of the fifth highest grossing DC movie of all times. I mean, what can we say?
That's misinformation. We don't do that on this show. Okay, an improvement over what? That was the
picture up.
That was the first movie. It improved over what?
Over Superman Returns, bro.
No, those are two different. Those are two different films. They're not connected.
They are saying that the last Superman compared to the first Superman did way better. You know,
by that thing, you should compare Man of Steel, okay, to Superman the movie. Did it outperform Superman the movie?
In 1979, we're talking about at least a couple of years behind. Come on, man.
Dude. In 1978, did it outperform Superman the movie?
We can't compare that. That's too far back.
That's fine. I can tell you the answer to that right now. Okay. Did it outperform Superman 2 or Superman 3 for that matter?
We're not going back that far. We're not going back that far. We're talking about Zack Snyder's thing, whether he was profitable for DC. You know, Man of Steel turned a $42 million profit. Batman v Superman, $105 million profit. You know, we have
Justice League lost $60 million.
We have $1 billion coming out of Aquaman, and almost the same thing with Wonder Woman. I mean, it was a very profitable venture for DC, even though it was controversial.
What was the budget on Man of Steel?
Well, we weren't doing budget. We're just talking about overall. This is what I said. We're not like splitting hairs here now. I mean, what are you doing? Splitting hairs? Come on, we're just talking about.
That's not splitting hairs. That's definitely not splitting.
I'm gonna break my own rule. Okay, I usually don't like coming over here and looking stuff up. I think you should always come prepared for this type of nonsense. But hey, that's what we got to do. All right, fine. Let's see what the budget was for Man of Steel.
Oh, you want to bring the Man of Steel in? I'll bring the Man of Steel in.
Man of Steel. What other film are we talking about?
I'm just like, what are we talking about, Man of Steel? I'm just saying, bro. Come on.
You just said Man of Steel made X amount of $1 million, outperformed Superman. Well, let's get into it. Okay, so Man of Steel budget was Man of Steel budget was anywhere from 225 million, 258 million. Correct? Okay, so that's what we got over there. Superman Returns not only had a budget for its movie, but Superman Returns also got tacked on the budget for all of the failed startup Superman films that they had been trying to do since 1986. So Superman Flyby, all of those treatments, all these things where we want him fighting a spider with Nick Cage.
You can't do treatments, bro. You can't do treatments. That's not
you can't tell me that. That's what they did. They tacked all of that. The budget for Superman Returns was not just the money that it took to make Superman Returns, but all of those films that failed as well. All of that got tacked onto its budget.
All right, so look, I'm putting up the numbers. You want to see numbers? I'm putting up numbers down. Yeah. The most profitable Superman film, of course, had a Batman in it. Batman versus Superman: Dawn of Justice, $330 million. Okay,
you gotta go with inflation. You gotta go with inflation.
Now, yo, put the number down. Now you want to
do that?
Why don't we just say that grandma was carrying the whole thing? You can't be making stuff up, bro. It's like
today's price is not yesterday's price.
He told me to get the numbers. He didn't say nothing about no dog.
I didn't know you were going to do that nonsense and say, hey, look at the numbers. This did more than the other thing did. Come on. Good Lord.
I'm giving him what he wanted, bro. I tell him, no, we don't want to do this. And he wants
How much did it cost?
You know?
That's what he asked.
I'm looking at the revenue coming in.
How much did it cost?
Yo, you can't compare those costs for back then, bro. It's a different thing.
How much did it cost? That's what he asked.
We're looking at the income right here. What's the most profitable one, bro? Looking at the numbers.
Okay. And I know you know better than this because these guys don't make the real money does not get made off the film. The real money gets made off what? The licensing. Okay, the licensing. That's even Superman Returns made a ton of money off licensing at the end of the day. So forget all this nonsense. If these guys just want to talk about the film, that's bogus.
Wait.
Right?
You're saying first you tell me, let's go back all the way to Superman, right? When it came out, right? Now I'm showing you the numbers. You don't want to see Superman Quest for Peace, right? Which only did $15 million, right? But you want to let you pick and choose. Yo, are you going to be objective or not? All right.
Are you going to answer Petey's question? He asked you a question. All of a sudden, he was like, you went right back to type. Oh, we can't do that. You went over here. You did some quick, some search found for some bogus data that would meet your narrative over here. Okay. Now he's like, hey, what? But you didn't get anything you would have for the extra question, right? You were just like, no, these guys are stupid. I'm gonna show them some quick numbers. The question. Tell me the
All right, gentlemen, peace and soul, bro. Peace and soul.
Lord.
Let's not have any fights right here, because we all know what I'm trying to say.
Too late to turn back now.
No, you gotta stop. No, you can't do that nonsense. Okay, was Man of Steel a profitable film? Yes, it was. Was it a very profitable film? Yeah. Budget of 225, made over 600. Yeah, that's very profitable. That's very profitable at the end of the day. But you don't gotta come over here and try to hit the other film before. Okay, especially when like, no, I know exactly what the numbers were. I know exactly what the story was and everything behind that particular film. And you're still behind Superman, the movie, at the end of the day, adjusted for inflation.
I'm just saying, you asked a number, I gave you a number. Then PD comes up with this whole inflation-bastion stuff to bash Biden, and I'm like,
you have to adjust for inflation.
All right, yo, dude, I'll if I can find the numbers adjusted for inflation, I'll do it. I can't find it right now.
Otherwise, what? Milk is still a loaf of bread is a nickel. Gasoline is 15 cents. You got to adjust for inflation.
Did you say that? I'm only giving you what you wanted, right?
The bottom line is that type of anytime they try to do that type of nonsense, and it's such an Orbis argument where it's feeding on itself. Look at this film; it did better than this one. It's all part of your same franchise at the end of the day,
you're
right?
the one who brought it up. You said it didn't do better than Superman, so I just gave you what you wanted. Look, you know what? The data can be interpreted different ways. All right.
Right. DC comes out and says Zack Snyder's look. Zack Snyder, you guys gotta let it go. Okay, Zack Snyder has moved on. He's doing Netflix zombie movies. You guys can move on with them over there. He's done with Superman. Henry Cable is not coming back. I don't care what these guys have to say about their cookbook numbers. It's done. Like Michael Corleone said in Godfather 2, it's finished.
Hey, so getting back, since we're doing more DC news, what's your take, guys, on the fact that fan favorite Nathan Fillion will now be the new Guy Gardner?
Wait, before we go to that, we have to still say that
the Green Lantern outfit, they look terrible.
We still have to say that Justice League was a flop. It flopped, and you're only as good as your last hit.
Oh, I'm glad you said that, since you want to bring that up. Which Justice League are we talking about? Are we talking about the Whedon one that got messed up, or are we talking about his? So let's be very careful about that, bro. All right, don't pick and choose. Don't try to change the facts.
Movie.
Chris, let's look at the numbers on both. You want to do a comparison of the?
We're not doing a comparison.
Comparison of the theatrical cut to Zack Snyder release. You want to do that?
We're not doing a comparison. I mean, this is not supposed to be a blood sport. I was just bringing up a little thing. The very fact that they said that an executive for DC said that this dude made money for us. He was a moneymaker.
Until he didn't.
Well, hey, and isn't that the way?
And what they wanted was the $1 billion thing. And then they looking over at Marvel and they said, we did our B versus S. And then they immediately changed their plans. No Serpent Society. They did Civil War and beat the pants off of them. So they're looking at it and say, well, at least we'll get Justice League. That'll kill Marvel. And it went down south. So that's the hard part, is what they really wanted. They were riding it out. They say, well, it's not what we wanted, but he made a profit. Not what we wanted, but we made a profit. Justice League, we're going to get them. Then they're like, you know what? They, whatever reason it was that they bailed from whatever he was doing. It was family issues, but then the whole thing was changed and shortened, right? That's what happened. If it was just he had, someone was completing it, I guess like Solo, then it would have been like the hard part. The only thing that he really added was he simplified. What was it? That portion where he simplified the Superman and solving the thing. It's not that much different to go that crazy about, but it failed, and you're only as good as your failure. They were able to change it because they were moving past all the stuff, but then they're like, "Hey, we got nothing else to do. Let's put up this thing online," and everyone somehow jumped and said, "Yeah, it would have been so much better if we did the original way." And it's like, well, then I don't know what to say. They didn't go with it anyway, so it's over. It's over.
Can't use that teenager load word. I mean, you got these guys out there, they don't care. They don't care if it was craptastic. They just want to see more of it. Okay, they just want, and they would watch 100 films by the same guy. And they could be bad, but they would keep watching it, waiting for one of them to be good. You just gotta lock them base at the end of the day. They like this, they'll find some way, they'll get something out of it. Doesn't make it any better than it is.
It's okay.
So we once again agree. Zack Snyder was profitable for DC and knocked it out the box. Okay. So is there anything else we want to disagree on that?
Yeah, but you can end it if you want.
Yeah, I'm not gonna argue this one.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So spin rack.
Out.
Am I still taping?
You're recording.
Hey, welcome back to Spin Rack. We're talking about
Wait, can
its
you stop
affiliate
it?
is
Stop it. Stop. Stop the episode.